It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Hey!
Oh my God, we are single. Oh my God.
Oh, single and ready to Pringle. Am I right? Who's got their
Reality-
Pringles out?
Reality Alert is back. We are back for another season of The Circle, but this time we are telling everyone that we are single. We are trying to rebrand. We are rebranding Reality Alert to try to bring in more listeners. So instead of saying that Ben is married and I have a long-term girlfriend,
Yeah.
we're saying that we're single to try to attract new listeners.
Yes.
Um,
How's Maria taking it?
I haven't told her. I haven't told her yet.
I haven't told Amy yet either. So
Yeah, I actually just came up with this.
I hope they're okay with it.
So what are we gonna do? Twerking will also be on the menu. As
we will be twerking. Yeah,
twerking has got to be on the menu, and just repeatedly mentioning that we are in fact single while podcasting.
Yes, and we'll be flirting, we'll be mingling, we'll be pringling,
Yes.
we'll be doing it all.
Yes, because money is on the table. Big.
That's right.
Big podcasting money.
Hey, we need another season of Reality Alert's coverage of The Circle. So
yeah,
there's a lot.
This is Reality Alert Singles.
Yes. Singles edition. Yeah, there we go. We got season 1's Alex Lake in the chat. Welcome, Alex Lake. Folks, join us live on YouTube. We have actual Circle stars in our chat. Circle celebrities.
Yes. So Ben, what do you think about the season so far?
We're gonna start with that. You're gonna make me go there right away, huh?
No, okay. We can ease it. We can ease it. Ben, how are you doing today? How have your holidays been?
Thank you so much, Max. My holidays were good.
Yeah, because we're single now. Okay, let me ease it in. Can I buy you a drink?
A few, yeah.
Yeah.
After those 2 episodes, you can buy me a few. Look, I wasn't pleased. Okay, I'll just say that it's it seems like they're going in the wrong direction.
We're only recapping episode 1 right now. Okay, so you can't talk.
Yes, I know. Yes. But the twerk count in episode 1 alone was through the roof. We have had many twerks in the first 4 seasons, but season 5 is going for it. They're gonna twerk their butts so hard, I think their butts are gonna fall off of their bodies.
Girl, what kind of mess is this, girl?
Yes, I missed you, Frank.
Some people don't have the charm of yelling like Frank does, you know?
Yes,
people
like
yell.
Xanthi.
Yeah, like she's always yelling, but doesn't have the charm that Frank does when he yells, you know?
I think she was auditioning for Big Brother. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I think she was too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, I think Marvin, I think Marvin was too, I heard.
You know what he should have done? He should have done his routine from America's Got Talent, and then Big Brother couldn't have said no.
Talk about his America's Got Talent routine. Well, he basically is doing it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you think they hid?
Although
his
without
shirts?
the beakers.
Do you think they hid his shirts and were just like, okay, you can come on The Circle, but you can't wear shirts, and then Michelle Buteau will just, sexually objectify you?
Yeah, it was the same as Mitchell from season 2. They both walked in and they just saw their closet empty, and they were like, "What am I supposed to do?"
Wait, who's Mitchell again?
Mitchell's still a virgin.
Oh, that's
the
right.
virgin,
Mitch is
yes.
Virgin. Yes.
Virgin
yes.
Mitchell. Yes.
The Virgin Confederate, right? He was the Confederate.
Yeah.
Is that who that was?
He was the Confederate. Yep. He
Yes.
was the guy that went on those other that other Circle podcast and didn't have a little grain of accountability.
Yes, I think he was pro-life too. I think that was
Yes.
yes. Okay.
Yes, just to set the record straight.
Yeah, we had to go.
Mitchell's still a virgin.
That's why you go to the Good Circle podcast, ours.
Yes.
We don't prop up people like that. So
No.
I'm over here. Have a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. We promote cool single guys like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of Pringles.
Yeah. And we've cheated a lot. We're honest. We've cheated many times.
Why wasn't there an option for 50?
I know. I felt that the
200.
options were very limited about the cheating. It's like I've cheated. I'm a cool single guy who's cheated a lot on
Yeah.
many partners.
I would have been going, I need more time because I need more time to count and I need to figure out what they constitute as cheating. You know, what's
Yeah,
the
I think-
level?
I think I would have had to say I'd prefer not to say because I think that would have implied greater than 50.
Yes. Yes. Agreed.
Yeah. So what you're basically saying is you're loving it so far. It's good old classic.
Yeah, I'm
Circle,
loving it.
Season 1 vibe. It's about the
baby.
friendships. It's the
Yeah.
social experiment that we've all wanted. And the singles twist, it really works as a dating show.
Yes. I think it's really cool just the foresight that the producers had to come up with this idea that like I wondered how long have they sat on this idea? Has it been 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years?
Yeah.
I don't know because they've been saving it for a rainy day, I'm guessing. They've been
Yeah,
saving
so
it for a rainy
When
day.
do you think they came up with the singles with the theme for the Circle singles and was it between the business day of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. of the day before they announced the season? What hours?
I think they came up with it when they came up with the show. That's when I think they came up with it.
Oh, like
It was all the way back-
before the British.
They said
British one was
before the
announced?
British one when they were calculating it. Yeah, I think this is what I think. I think that they were thinking to themselves, season 5 of the US version, it's gonna have to be big. You know, it's 5. It's a momentous one. We can either do an all-stars, which would, let's face it, be boring, or we could do singles. And when they said that, everybody in the room, their jaw just dropped. And Netflix was like, yeah, here, take our money. You got it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
It's amazing because a lot of these people are going to be dating and not even meeting and seeing each other and probably not actually dating because they're slowly talking away from each other. That's an amazing show. That's how you want to see people date. They're going to be not kissing. That's going to be good.
A dating show where they don't get to see each other, right? Love is Blind. Huh?
Well, actually, you have a good point. You're starting to sell me on Circle singles, Ben. Okay, I'm in.
There's nothing like the
Maybe I'm
pods.
judging it too hard. Maybe I'm in on
Start-
okay, I'm all in on Circle singles.
Do you think that's why they struck the set in Britain? Is because they're going to move them?
Wait,
to
they
the-
struck the set?
They struck the set.
So do you think this is the final Circle season?
I don't. Well, listen to my theory. I think they're just doing it to move them to the pods. I think that they're gonna have their computers in the pods, and they're gonna be chatting on AIM in the.
That
pod.
would be fun, a crossover.
Yes. At this point, it's needed, right? We need it to save
Yes.
the show.
So, should we break it down, Ben?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
And we've been slamming it down, but should we break it down?
Yeah, let's slam it, crush
Wait,
it.
so
break
we did learn that they took down the circle set. Did they take down the big electronic circle thing on the outside? Do we know about
I have
that?
no idea. No idea.
I hope that they leave that up.
No
Anyway,
clue.
Ben,
Yes.
what do I always talk about first every circle season, or maybe at the top of every episode?
Yourself.
Okay, that's true. Second, about the circle. It's about the circle. What do I
I don't
always bring up? You get
Mitchell
annoyed
being a
about it.
virgin. Mitchell being a virgin.
Well, third, Mitchell being Confederate. Fourth, it's about where the circle is filmed. And I say, where are we? Well, I have to say, they actually showed a new clip to really tell us where we are.
Okay,
There
great.
was a building, and it said on the outside of it, the Chicago Tribune. So I can't actually argue about where we are. We're in Chicago.
We're at the Chicago Tribune as a
Yeah, I
matter
think they're
of fact.
filming. Well, we are Chicago Tribune journalists.
Yes.
No.
New York Times fired us.
Yeah, we have to let that be known. We work for the Chicago Tribune now. So we meet just Xanthi. She is such a delight to listen to, yelling
Yes.
this whole time.
I turn up the volume every time she's on screen.
Let's hear when she comes in.
It's like I'm the queen right now. I feel like the queen.
Interesting,
Interesting.
because
I love this British crossover
yes,
we have here. She feels like the queen.
well, the Queen's dead, so that's really insensitive
Really
to
fucked
British
up.
people.
Yeah, that's
I
not
think,
cool.
I think we should all tweet at Netflix to edit her out of the show. That would be the only appropriate thing to do.
Yes. Yeah.
So she's 25 years old and a model, and she says her life is like Big Fat Greek Wedding.
That's cool.
Yeah, so does her grandpa put Windex on everything and stuff? That would be
Probably.
cool. That would be very cool.
I love that movie. It was a good
Yes.
movie.
That was a big movie back in the day.
It was. Did you ever see My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2?
No, I didn't. And then
It didn't hold up.
there was like a reality show too. There was like a bunch of reality shows called like
Oh,
My Big
really?
Fat. Yeah, there's always like reality shows called like My
And then
Big Fat blah
The
blah.
main actress, she was in that the Great British Bake Off US version, the one that got canceled after one season. She was like the host.
Oh, really? So Xanthi, she's going in as a preschool teacher because of all the terrible things that models face in our society.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough out there.
It's tough out there for models. People judge them.
Every second of every day.
They go, "You're so attractive. I can't trust you."
God. You know, I get it. I get it because it's like every day I wake up and I'm like, oh, why can't I be so much uglier? This is like, I can't go outside. People are going to judge me every second that I go out.
I don't think we've ever had an archetype like this on the
No,
the
never.
circle before. So this is a very interesting thing. The circle, they're playing with new tricks, playing with new things to go along. So I really appreciate it.
Yes. Sam in our chat says they face the terrible thing where they always get voted out first because they're being judged. That's why. Poor Xanthi. Poor Xanthi.
She doesn't pick a good photo. It doesn't look very. It's just like her standing in front of like bushes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to put yourself in context, people. You can't just be in the middle. It looks catfishy.
Can you this is a legit question here. Maybe if Alex Lake is still in our chat, he can answer this. Can you Photoshop photos of yourself for the circle? Like, could she Photoshop herself like with a bunch of kids in a classroom?
Yeah, but
And
that's what
she's
I'm
holding books.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. She should have had some kind of photo that had some context of her in an educational setting.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make any sense of her just being like, I'm in front of a bush. Like, it's so catfishy. No one should trust her.
Yeah. No, I agree. I was like, this photo doesn't scream preschool teacher.
Nothing she did screamed preschool teacher. Well, she did scream a lot.
She just screamed.
Yeah, she screamed.
So there is that. You know,
Yes.
she got half of it down.
Let's meet Brian. He's 47. He's a supervisor for a special investigations unit. He lives in Portland. He says he can use social media to catch your lies and get you.
Yeah.
Well, we're single, okay? We're not
Yeah.
lying about it. We're
We're
single.
not lying about that, Brian.
This is Reality Alert singles, Brian, okay? Everybody, go to patreon.com/Reality Alert, subscribe, because we're single now.
That's right.
Yes.
There's lots of flirting on our Patreon.
Yes.
Lots of twerking on our Patreon.
Yes,
Are we
but for
legally
real-
allowed to say that, or is it? Now we have to, don't we? Now
Yes,
have
we will
to
be
do
twerking.
Since we
there's
advertised it.
twerking videos. It's basically an OnlyFans now. No, but guys, these coming weeks on our Patreon, you will get bonus coverage of the circle. At the end of the week, we're going to have
Wow.
a bonus Reality Alert episode where we will be recapping the whole week, giving out our weekly awards to who's the best player, who's the worst player, who did the best performance, like funniest moments, least funny moments. We're going to go through all the social media that people have been delving through. We're going to predict moments. We're going to do a bunch of fun stuff. So make sure that you go to patreon.com/Reality Alert and support the podcast and get some bonus content. So check it out. Also,
We did the
there's a
same
bunch of-
thing for Love is Blind. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and also there's a bunch of stuff we recapped. You get all of it. It starts at only $5 a month. So check it out.
Yes. Yeah, we have Circle Season 1 on there too.
Yes.
We recapped that. All the Shooby stuff. All the fun
Yes.
Shoob episodes.
So Brian's going into the circle as his 27-year-old daughter, Brittany, who's a single mom, and he says he's going to flirt as his daughter to get a circle boyfriend.
Yeah.
Is this weird?
Yeah, a little bit. Do you think he's gonna be selective though? Do you think he's gonna have a hard time? Because he still is her dad, so at the same time, do you think he's gonna be like, oh, you're not right for my daughter, but I also still need to flirt with you? Is he gonna have that struggle?
I feel like he's not going to be able to get down and dirty. I hope he does, and it gets really weird, because that will make the show a lot more interesting. And
Yes.
then we get to be like, so was it weird for you to have like circle sex with with Chaz, or no, not Chaz, well, with someone in the circle, and then he'll be like, no. It's like, but you were your daughter, and he'll be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I think he's gonna go for Tom. But
I mean, who wouldn't,
who doesn't want to live in the Tower of London?
Yeah.
Huh?
So many good things have happened to the Tower of London. Not that I know what that is. Who does,
I actually don't. I have no clue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's where Anne Boleyn was executed.
Oh,
It's-
cool.
It's now where what he said, where the crown jewels were held. But yeah,
Yeah.
like executions have happened there and stuff.
And ravens, apparently.
Wow, I
This is
didn't
all
even-
episode 2, though, right? We gotta
Yeah,
gotta
okay, we'll
zip
say
our
that. Sorry,
lips.
we'll zip our lips. Sorry, I just didn't know.
Let's just say there's
didn't
a
know
fellow
so many
from
people were
across the
so
pond on the second
ignorant about
episode.
British culture.
Yeah, what a shock it was for him to realize that Americans don't give a shit about royals.
Yes. If only that was true.
It's not Britney, bitch. It's her daddy.
Okay, so did a producer tell him to say that, or do you think that his daughter prepared that for him? I'm having a hard time.
I think he came up with that all on his own. I think he worked tirelessly on his flight. across the pond.
Tirelessly listening to Britney Spears. He was like, okay, my daughter's name is Britney.
Yes.
I have to listen to Britney Spears. And he listened to that song and she was like, it's Britney, bitch. And he was like, oh, I got it now.
Yeah.
Okay, good for him. Good job, Brian. Oh, so we meet Brett. We've met Brett before because he was on Big Brother 20, where he was.
It was a good season too, by the way.
It was a good season, and he was a good character once his fellow bro Winston left. He was in the Level 6 Alliance, and Winston was a part of it. And him and Winston were like Tweedledee and Tweedledoosh, and Winston was really boring.
Yeah.
And when Winston left, Brett became this like very antagonistic, douchey character.
Yes, great villain.
Yes, but
a love to hate kind of guy, sorta. Yeah.
Yes, but he was at the bottom of his alliance, and the second he tried to do anything, he was quickly expunged from it. So he was like an okay player, but he wasn't.
He did try to play the game though.
Yes, and he had thoughts. You know, he's not stupid.
He's not as much of a caricature as what the circle sort of has made him look like, I think. Would you agree?
Yeah, or he kind of makes himself look like?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think it's both. It's both.
Yeah. I mean, he says the biggest misconception about him is that he's a douchebag, but he's a lovable douchebag. He's definitely a major douchebag.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anyone who says I'm a big pool party guy is a douchebag.
Exactly.
Oh, Kimberly says, guys, the only reason I'm even watching this season of The Circle is so I can listen to your commentary.
I'm sorry.
We're so sorry, Kimberly.
We're so sorry, Kimberly.
Kimberly, the only reason we're watching the season of The Circle is because we feel like we have to recap it.
I mean, we were at one point Circle Alert, so
yeah, we feel like we have to, you know. And also Xanthi? Xanthi's journey.
Thank you to our dear friends Alex Lake and Sophia Lane for getting this podcast out from the Circle Alert.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Brett's photo is him shirtless in a canyon. He says it's intimidating, but a little bit inviting. So I think we should do green screen backgrounds and us shirtless, and then the background can be a canyon.
Yes.
Intimidating, inviting, we're single.
Yeah. Maybe we're wearing like scream masks, to be
intimidating yet inviting, because Scream 6 it's about to come up. Jenny Ortega is in it.
Yeah.
Wednesday Addams.
But this time it's different because they're in New York City, baby.
New York City, baby. And what's her Neve Campbell's not in it. They wouldn't pay her money. Justice for Neve.
Oh my God.
Or Nev, whatever her name is. I guess Neve is the catfish guy, so Nev Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, can you believe that Wednesday she dethroned our guy Dahmer?
What?
Okay, so you know how we've been talking about how Jeffrey Dahmer was number one on Netflix, most watched show ever? Wednesday Addams, she dethroned Dahmer. That's like the most watched show ever now.
She's very popular now.
Because it's still about death. People love death and dying, but she's like she dances too. I think a Dahmer dance.
So
that
people
would help out.
Have thrown away their Dahmer glasses. They've thrown away their combs, and
Yeah.
instead they've dyed their hair black, and they are wearing all black now wherever they go.
Yes.
Yes.
Why don't they
Got to
do,
stay trendy. You got to stay trendy.
Why don't they do the circle like Adam's Family edition? That would
They
sell.
should.
They should. Yes.
Who would Michelle Buteau be in that?
I guess Morticia Adams.
Yeah. I like that.
I guess she might want to be Uncle Fester, though. You know, every comedian wants to be Fester. Fuego Falco is here. New season. Let go. Longtime listener, Fuego Falco. Welcome to the chat.
Yeah.
Wow. Everybody in these comments is loving the new season.
Got a lot of solidarity in this chat.
Okay. So Raven is here. She says she's hashtag deaf as fuck. Paris is her interpreter. We get the first instance of twerking. It will not be the
It will not be the last.
Yes. Her pictures do not look catfishy.
No, she
think
looks legit. She looks
if
very
you are
genuine.
going to go into the circle, have colored hair, people. It just does not look catfishy.
It does scream authentic. Yep.
There's
it does.
nothing catfishy about colored hair, especially blue.
Yes.
Just
If you're
dye
gonna
your hair
color it,
blue.
go blue.
Also, you know, I don't think production would let somebody pretend to be deaf. So
Yeah,
I think
I
no
know,
one's
right?
gonna think it's not fair.
No, you don't. Come on.
No, but right?
No,
Right?
it's
like,
true.
It's like
It's
I
true.
would totally
Like,
trust her.
There's no way anyone there thinks that she's a catfish. No way.
No.
in hell. She will probably go to the end. She will be in the final 6, probably.
Well,
Because
yeah.
most people are going after catfish, right? Usually on this show. Usually.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, yeah, I think she'll
Okay.
be fine.
Yeah. Yep.
So Circle Chat is now open. Brett calls himself the king because it's all women. Wow. A lot of people really evoking royalty because this is shot in London. You know,
Yeah.
maybe they
This
all
is all very offensive.
They were-
She's
she's dead. Okay,
she's-
Charles
she's
is
barely
finally
in the ground, for fuck's sake.
Charles
okay?
is finally
She just
king,
died.
and you're calling yourself king. He just became king. Okay, Simba, just fucking chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xanthi is into Brett. Brett is into Xanthi. Romance, love is in the air, people. This is
Yeah.
thrilling stuff.
Oh yeah. Just you wait, folks. Just you wait.
Yeah.
Because things are gonna heat up. Things are gonna get real
Yes.
spicy on this Circle Single season.
Yeah. Raven says she's twerking, and Brian says he's twerking right with you. But apparently that was good because they start to film a bond.
Yeah, a
twerk
butt
connect-
a
a
butt
bu-
bond.
a bu- bond.
A butt bond.
A bond of twerking.
You know how I know all these people are single and ready to pringle is because they're all flirty and they're all twerky and they're ready to have a good time.
Yes.
And I'm having a good time as a result watching.
Yeah. The strategy is immense. We meet Marvin, who's a chemical engineer with 3 degrees, born in Nigeria. Now, if
That's
you-
cool. That's
yes.
cool.
Now, if you are unfamiliar with Marvin, he made waves this summer by getting cast in Big Brother. Then, right before he was about to go into the house, he was kicked off because it turned out that he was on America's Got Talent and had already filmed it and had already been on The Circle, they found out.
They found this out the day before.
Like right before he had like
They finally did their research. They
did
asked
hit it.
around.
I wish he had been in the house, and then like they pulled him off, and they were like, "You can't. You've been on
But you know
another
what?
show."
It was Joseph that replaced him. I gotta say, for the sake of Big Brother, I think it's so far based on what I've seen of Marvin. This is a good thing that he got
No,
replaced.
he would have been walking around shirtless, screaming
That's
at the
true.
camera.
Doing lab experiments, spilling
Now-
all over himself all the time.
You guys have got to see his performance on America's Got Talent. It is one of the weirdest things I have ever seen.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's insane.
He doesn't even do anything and he advances to the next round.
He simply
Can we show it? Are we allowed? Can we show it?
I
Like,
think
can we
we'll-
bring it up in another tab and show it?
I'll
right
just
now?
describe it. It's
Because the audio is great too, Max. The audio is great on that thing. It is.
Yeah,
I think
can you
we
get
got to
it up?
do it.
Just
I'll
get it up.
I'm gonna get it. Yeah, it's too good.
The
It's-
audio is good. It is one of the wildest things you could ever see in the history of America's Got Talent. He did not, apparently, he made it through the first round, but then he didn't make it past something called deliberations. So I guess you get through, you're like accepted, and then they deliberate. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. So yeah.
Okay, I've got it. My dog is Jesus.
Ben, do you have it? Okay.
I have it. I'm pulling it up right now. Sorry, we had a foot of snow last night in Colorado, and he keeps hearing snow plows outside.
All right. We're gonna give
All
you
right,
a
here we
few
go, here we
seconds to
go.
Pull it up.
All right, here it comes.
So
So that's
He-
Marvin.
he took off his shirt after spilling chemicals on it and did ab popping, and he says he's the only person in the world that can do it.
That's pretty amazing.
I don't
Yeah.
get why he didn't make it to the final round.
I don't either. Could you imagine if this guy was on American Idol? He would have been great.
He would, dude.
Instead of singing, he'd just pull off that shirt.
You do
Or
not
his-
need to
yeah.
sing on American Idol anymore. You just need a story about your life being terrible. You just make one up. You just say that you were born like with no arm and then your arm grew when you were 12. You're like, I didn't have an arm and then I was 12, my arm
Yeah.
grew. And if I didn't have music, well, I don't know what I would have done without
Yeah.
music. They all basically say that if you don't vote for me to win, I will kill myself. That's what they all say.
I didn't used to have pecs, and then my pecs grew, and now I have them. And now
And
I
if
have
you don't vote
abs
for me,
too.
I'm gonna chop my pecs off. And you want to see my pecs, don't you? You want to see these pecs, don't you? Then vote for
I
me.
was, you know what? You know how big of a sucker I am, Max? Is I actually was really excited to see what experiment he was gonna do.
I did too. I was like, is he doing a magic trick?
I was like, he's gonna like it's all gonna foam and it's all gonna go over the stage and it's gonna be like one of those crazy YouTube science experiments sort of things. And then no, he just spilled it all over himself like
Then
the
we got to see his
Magoo
hot,
he is.
we got to see his hot bod, and as a now single man on here on the Circle singles, I mean Reality Alert singles, it appealed to me.
Yes, very much so.
Yes.
This is what we
Um,
want to see.
Yes. I like that he's hiding that he's an engineer. He has to hide it because
Yeah.
people will judge engineers like they judge models.
Right.
Oh, an engineer. We can't trust an engineer. They'll engineer this whole game.
Well, you know, engineers, they're always accidentally dropping their protractors and rulers all over themselves, and then they have to rip their shirts off.
Yeah,
you
I
know.
mean,
So it's like we don't want to. That's embarrassing.
yeah, it's it's a whole thing.
Girl, what kind of mess is this, girl?
You know, you have to rip off your shirt.
Frank, you get me every time.
Yeah, just gonna do Frank sound bites from now on. I have 426 sound bites on this soundboard, and I'm just gonna play Frank once.
Yeah. Nothing but Frank 24/7.
We get to Sam. She's from Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
She says she's the spiciest thing ever. What are those? What do they rank peppers on? It's like the
Right, like the ghost peppers, or
Yeah,
you're
the
talking about
or-
like what the scale is.
what is
Yeah,
the pepper scale?
I
The
don't
Orville scale.
recall.
What is the pepper scale? The what do they call it? What is chat? What do they call the pepper scale? The Scoville scale. The Scoville scale.
Yeah.
Wonder where she ranks on the Scoville scale. Well, I guess the highest.
Did they name that after comedian Rory Scovel? Is
Yeah.
that-
Mhm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. She says she's gonna represent natural women because she's a unicorn. There's no one like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. I did like the iguana picture. I thought that is smart because people always like that.
Why is everybody holding animals in their pictures?
You know, people do like it.
Yes, you should
was
always be holding an animal of some sort, even if it's like she could have been holding a New York subway rat.
Yeah.
People would like it, I think.
It endears you.
Yes.
Yes. We move on to Chaz. We have the Shampoo Poppy from New Jersey. He's 28.
Your favorite character, I assume, just because he's from Jersey, right?
Yeah, what up, Jersey? Let's go. Ben, do you understand the reference of Shampoo Poppy?
No.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already
so
knew that, I'm sure,
Do
before
you
you
know
asked.
who Drake is?
Yes, I know who Drake is.
Because he was on Degrassi, your favorite show, and mine.
He's always sitting courtside at the Toronto Raptors games.
Yes, and he was on Degrassi, which we all love. It was on Noggin, and then
don't
the
know.
N.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
You know what Degrassi is, though.
no.
You don't even know what Degrassi is?
No.
Oh my God, we have to watch it together. It's so good. It's like this
What is
Canadian
it?
teen drama. It deals with sex. It's like if your life was reality. And Drake starred on it before he became a rapper, and he gets shot, and then he has to be in a wheelchair.
What?
That's like how Drake got his start. He was in a teen
Spoiler
drama
alert.
in
My
Canada.
God.
That's why people call him Jimmy Wheels.
The chat is blowing up for
Yeah, everyone is like, "Have you-"
Jimmy from Degrassi.
Yeah, everybody is saying, "Oh my God, Ben, dude, it is so good." It's a Canadian
Really?
teen
Okay.
soap opera, and it deals with like real. I mean, it's like ridiculous. It's like crazy that it exists. It's so progressive. It's so fun.
Wow. It's like a Canadian Freaks and
Yeah,
Geeks.
your millennial card should be revoked if you don't know Degrassi.
Was
It's
it on
ridiculous. It's a
Was
ridiculous.
it on
show.
cable? I don't know.
Yeah, it was on cable.
So there you go. I don't,
But it's crazy. You don't know. It's crazy. You don't know about it.
I've heard of it.
Anyway, Drake's Instagram handle is Champagne Poppy. So he's the Champagne Poppy. So that's why Chaz calls himself Shampoo
Okay.
Poppy.
I knew Champagne Poppy was Drake's Instagram handle. I did know that.
Oh, you say that now.
No, I did know that.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, I think that's why he calls himself Shampoo Poppy.
I'm very into the NBA, so I just see a lot of Drake all the time. Because
Yes. Makes sense. So he's going to pretend to be a nurse. In times like this, after going through a pandemic, is this immoral?
Oh, I didn't think about that. So first the Queen stuff is
Yes.
affected, and now we're talking the nursing school thing. I think since he went through nursing school, we could give him a pass, but no, I'm going to go ahead and elect to cancel him.
Yeah, I think we should edit him. I think we should cancel the Circle season. Season 5.
No, I actually think it's a great idea. At first, I was concerned because I didn't know that he had been to nursing school. I was like, you're going to have a lot of tough nursing questions, that you have to deal with. But now, that I know you went to nursing school, you'll probably be able to answer a lot of those.
I just think morally we can't keep recapping the Circle season 5. So
That's
here
right.
on Reality Alert Singles, we're just going to recap Degrassi: The Next Generation.
Yeah, I know you told me actually that you still go out onto your front porch every day and you scream and holler at right at 5
At
p.m.
7 p.m. and I do
at
the
7 p.m. Yeah, and you you do that for
I
our
still do it.
you still do it because the pandemic's not over, people. He's still
Yes.
doing it every day.
Yes. Well, this was a trippy moment, Ben. We think we're getting Bruno, but it's really a British woman named Billie Jean.
I actually thought I was having an acid flashback. I really did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Very trippy.
I had to keep rewinding. I was very confused because I kept
Yeah.
falling asleep and waking back up, and I had to make sure what was happening. Her whole thing is that she's a model and she's afraid that she'll be judged because she's attractive.
Hold on a second. I've just been informed by the chat because we're still on Degrassi. It's on HBO Max.
Yeah, just letting you know, podcast listeners, the chat is just so stuck on Degrassi. And by the way, Ben, it's not the original Degrassi Junior High. It's Degrassi: The Next Generation. Although Degrassi Junior High from the 80s is still good, but it's very cool because all of the parents on Degrassi: The Next Generation are the original kids from Degrassi Junior High. They came back and they play the parents of the new kids on The Next Generation. It's all the same actors. It's like The Challenge.
I'm sold.
Guys, one year for Christmas, my sister bought me VHS tapes of the old Degrassi Junior High because that's the only way you could watch it. It was sick.
Was it like tapes where she taped it on? They were blank tapes and she wrote on the side
That was the
because
only
she
way to
taped
do
it
it.
off the TV.
No, it was from like eBay or something. It was like this giant box of VHS tapes. And then there was
All right, I get it. I'll watch.
Dude, there was this
Jeez.
episode where Manny got an abortion and they thought it was like too racy for like US TV. So I downloaded it from
Was this Bush era? Was it Bush era?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So yes, they were like, we cannot show Manny getting an abortion on the US. And like I read about it online. So I had to download it from Kazaa, the Manny abortion episode. It was a 2-parter. It was a special Christmas abortion episode.
We're being checked right now. We're talking about VHS. We're talking about Kazaa. These kids don't know what we're saying, Max. Okay, we gotta.
Best gif ever, Sam says.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look, Nicole
we're
says
still
to this day, I've never seen the Manny abortion episodes. Okay, you got to download Kazaa Lite K++. That's the best one.
LimeWire, I heard, has it.
Yeah, LimeWire is good, but I always like Kazaa. If you remember, it's like Napster. It's really good.
It was really fun because you'd open up a file and you never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get.
Sorry, as Kim says, okay, back to the show. All the attractive models are so worried about their reputation.
No, we're gonna keep talking Degrassi for a little bit.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Kendra? You know, I mean, Spinner's sister. Like, what happened to her? They just wrote her off the show.
I don't know.
God.
I don't know.
All right. Or was that Toby's sister? Someone's sister. It's disappeared. All right. So we get the new four.
What show are we recapping again?
Wednesday, that dance that she did. All right, the new 4 people join the chat. Raven is she's into Marvin because of that chemical spill that he got.
Yeah,
those burns. So you have some.
She
cool
likes
marks.
chemical burns.
Yeah, you have cool burns. Brian immediately says Bruno is on his catfish radar. I guess it takes one to know one. And Chaz shouts out NYC and Dallas Barbecue. Have you ever been to Dallas BBQ?
Yes, I have.
Did you ever get those fun, really big drinks? And then
yeah,
those are the best. You get
those are so fun.
Yeah, you guys, you get these like really big like frozen drinks, and then you can get like mini beer bottles that they stick like upside down as floaters. It's they're pretty sick.
Yeah. It's like the Fuddruckers of New York City, right?
I've never been to Fuddruckers, but I believe you. Brett makes an observation.
It's a very sexual group. Like everybody just seems like a bunch of horny people.
Yeah, I was getting big sexual energy throughout this whole conversation, just emanating from these computer screens that they had.
I was very aroused throughout the entire to sound like Alex Lake, from season 1. Very aroused.
I love my nipples. The only thing it's missing is cats.
I hope he's still in the chat.
Brian asks if this is the Circle Love Cruise, but that was last season. What an idiot!
Wow. What a joker.
Well, I think Brett was a real idiot for not talking in this chat. I mean, there's so many things you could talk about. Why didn't he just bring up Degrassi? That's a great thing to talk about.
Great conversation starter.
Whenever you have nothing to talk about, just say like, "Who loves Degrassi?" and everybody will go like, "Me, me, 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 me." Paige, me, 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 me. Spinner. Remember when Spinner got the boner and he couldn't stop getting in the red zone? That was great.
What the fuck?
Dude, he can't stop having boners. It's a great episode. It's called In the Red.
Jeez, do you write the Wikipedia page for Degrassi?
It's a great show. White Wedding, dude. It's so good. It was White Wedding. It's when Emma's
bigger
mom
than
marries
Game of Thrones
Snake.
Red Wedding, right?
You have to see it. And she kisses Sean and she gets a perm. Oh, dude. All right.
Started as a bit and now it's starting to get very real.
It's so good.
I think I know what you're binging next.
Dude, if your life was a TV show, this would be it. That's what they used to say. All right. So we get to ratings. And Sam really spoke our truth when the ratings came up.
I have to judge these people.
That's how I feel before.
Their mantras. That's how I feel when I wake up in the morning. That's how I feel like when I go to sleep. That's how I feel all the time.
I have to judge these people.
Yeah, that's what I feel like when I'm looking at the chat sometimes. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
It's not true. We love our chat.
We love you guys. Judge kindly. I'm kidding. I love you. So they have to rate each other from 1st to 7th. Sam rates Chaz first, and Chaz rates Sam first.
Yeah, Sam got a number 1, and yet we later find she's at the bottom of the total.
Yeah, so I guess this is probably her only first.
Yes.
What do you think fucked her over? Just like, I guess the pictures weren't great.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little confused by that too.
Raven rates Brittany first, and Brittany rates Raven first. Yeah, Brian says he wants to do a Black Girl Magic Alliance, and he was trying to connect with her pretty quickly. That was his intention, so he's doing a good job with that.
Yeah, Brian's playing it.
Yeah, he's playing it. I like it because I feel like sometimes when you get older players, they're like not, but then you get a Lee who is. So I'm glad that he's on like the Lee side of things and is trying to play it.
What? What? What?
Thinking I wasn't playing the game.
Old people play the game.
Wait a minute. Oh, Michelle, it's because of the dogs, because you went in and kissed the dogs.
I heard they were gonna bring Michelle back for the season, but she wasn't single, so
Yeah,
just a bummer.
I heard
Just
she
for
did.
Michelle.
She did file for divorce, but it wasn't in time before
Oh,
the
okay.
flight. So, yeah. But congratulations to her. Yeah.
It's a bummer that when she was on the show, she wouldn't do her like funny comedy stuff when she's on Instagram. You guys got to check out her Instagram. All she does is she posts videos of like women sitting on like phallic looking objects and being like, "Oh, I wouldn't want that big dick inside of me."
There's only one word to describe her Instagram videos, and it's unhinged. Yeah.
She has a very lewd. It's actually very similar to James's content. She just posts a video, then she
Little
reacts
bit.
to it.
Yeah.
They have very similar styles.
Yep. And they're both very popular as a result.
Yes.
They are.
Yeah. So Marvin rates Xanthi first because he thinks Xanthi will expect him to flirt, so she would save him.
Okay.
I think he really thinks very highly of himself because of his pecs.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not?
And he got on 3 reality shows in 1 year.
And he advanced to the second round of America's Got Talent.
And he has 3 degrees.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that this man's got talent.
It's true. Chaz rates Marvin second. I think he just likes Marvin because he seems like a warm, loving person. He had also mentioned that he likes Marvin's profile about supporting LGBT causes.
Yeah.
Previously.
Yeah.
So I think that helped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, all these ratings too, they're very early in the game. So as we see in the second episode, I think there's some, what do you call it? Buyer's remorse, or so to speak.
Yeah.
So these are very first impressions, basically.
But that's why you
Your
have to
bio
make
is pretty
a
much
strong first impression because
Yeah.
they're gonna cut at least one person in like the first episode. That's why Brett was such an idiot for not talking. Even though it turns out that I guess the rankings come in next episode. So
I think he was talking, just maybe not as much as everybody else. We have heard from other Circle cast members when we've talked to them in interviews that it is really tough to get a word in sometimes on those group chats because people are just firing it off right and left, like going.
But
you really got to get in there. Yeah.
You have to. It's like there's no excuse. Like you have to.
Yeah.
For $100,000.
Yeah.
But even more importantly, the title of Circle Singles Winner.
Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than any other season, really.
Yeah.
Like you want this one. This is the one you want.
Xanthi rates Chaz second, says she likes how he's super positive, reminds her of her friends back home. Brett ranks Xanthi third. Marvin ranks Chaz fourth. Xanthi ranks Raven fifth, says she didn't stand out to her. Okay.
All
right. Brian ranks Bruno sixth. We had heard Brian say that Bruno felt like a catfish to him. Sam ranks Brett seventh because he was silent. See, that was bad. And
wait, but why would Brian want someone else out that might be a catfish? That's what catfish want other catfish in the game. You want to have other catfish.
I know. That's a good point.
I don't get it. And he's happy about it too later, as we see, or he's unhappy when he finds out that the person or people who are eliminated later were both, I shouldn't spoil. I won't spoil.
No spoilers, Ben.
Oh,
This is what happens when we watch 2 episodes at the same time, Guy. We just
I
start
know.
spoiling. Oh, we're so bad. I hope you guys didn't watch an episode with us. Oh my god.
Ugh.
Oh my god, we're so bad. Brett brings Sam 7th and says he doesn't handle rejection well and she didn't give him enough attention. Okay. Well, that's the most interesting reasoning I've heard.
Yes.
So
it's circle singles, baby.
Yeah, circle singles.
It's all different on this season.
Chaz ranks Brittany 7th and says they don't connect.
Yeah.
Their relationship will be the most interesting.
Chaz and Brittany.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Going forward.
Yeah.
They have an interesting relationship.
Yep.
Because I think that they are the two people who are kind of playing the game the most actively.
Right.
And they're kind of dancing around each other. So it's interesting to me that they're like not connecting, but they're both kind of connecting with each other. And I think that the reason that they're not is because they're both thinking the most.
Yep.
So it should be interesting to see if they're able to actually connect or not.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Let's get to this game. So the game is Who Are You? And the first question is, are you a leader, people pleaser, team player, or lone wolf? Xanthi and Bruno said leader. Everyone else said team player. Obviously, Ben and I would have both said lone wolf. Hell yeah, because we're single, we're stags. We don't go with anyone. We go stag to the dance. We go home.
And at 7 p.m. every day, we howl on our front porch.
Yes, we're basically werewolves, which are very sexy in the Twilight universe, which we'll be recapping for instead of the second episode.
How funny would it have been if anyone in the circle had chosen lone wolf? What's the message to everybody else? Don't message me. I'm kind of a lone wolf. I just want to stay in my corner.
Well,
I just
obviously
wanted a trip to London. That's all.
Obviously, the smart choice is team player. Like Xanthi picked like the worst options this whole game.
Yeah, she wanted to separate herself.
Why did the models pick leader and then everyone else pick team players?
Yeah.
It's weird. My signature dance move is twerking the robot a striptease. I don't know. Those are very limited dance moves.
Yeah.
Why couldn't it be other? It's I don't
a
dance.
Macarena.
Yeah, that's my. I like the Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, the Cotton Eye Joe. Come on.
Yes.
The Tootsie Roll.
Spinning on my head. That's mine. I spin on my head. I'm a lone wolf single guy. That's how I attract local singles in my area.
You're like it's like the same thing with birds who are mating, how they'll do like a dance or something. And you spin your head to attract the females in your neighborhood. Right?
Exactly.
Just like a bird.
By the way, this is the 5th mention of twerking in the episode I counted. And then when everybody else says twerking, it's 11 mentions of twerking at this point.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
Cool. Yep.
So everyone said twerking besides Marvin and Sam who say striptease.
Well, we knew Marvin would say striptease for sure. Yes. And nobody's going to fault him for that. It's what he's famous for. That's his talent.
The third question was, I would rather be popular, powerful, successful, or happy. Everyone says happy, but Xanthi.
Wow.
Because she thought that if you're a preschool teacher, that you would be career driven. So you would say successful.
Preschool teachers, they all are just opportunists.
They're very core. Dude, yeah, I know a lot of people married to preschool teachers. They work around the clock, usually 4 a.m. to midnight. They never stop working.
I hear they usually day trade too during
Yeah.
nap time. During nap time,
They
they
make-
don't nap. They skip nap time and they day trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they make like 9-figure. It's like a 9-figure salary. Being successful is
Yeah.
very important to them. Yeah, she chose being a leader and being it's like I'm like I'd be like, yeah, okay, she's a catfish. Time to get her out of here.
I almost wish she had chosen power.
Yeah, Bauer.
She likes wielding the power over her preschoolers.
Yes. Whilst I like how they say whilst in a relationship. Whilst? Whilst? I think it's whilst.
It's a
Whilst?
It's a British thing.
Yes, in a relationship, I have mostly everyone said never cheated. Raven said cheated once or twice, and Sam said cheated more than twice. I think strategically you should just say never cheated.
Yes. Yeah.
Brett says if you cheated at all, you are scum of the earth. Do we believe that Brett has never cheated?
I don't believe it at all.
Mr. Pool Party talking about
Mr.
babes all the time and it being hot boy summer.
Mr. I don't get jealous, I get even. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know about I don't
Oh,
know
I forgot to
about
talk
that.
about this, guys. Brett dated Tana Mojo.
Who's that?
She's a famous YouTuber who is fairly problematic.
Oh.
Who had a fake pay-per-view, his pay-per-view on YouTube wedding to Jake Paul.
No way.
Because she dated Jake Paul as well. So you can imagine that somebody who had a relationship with Jake Paul would probably be problematic. And so Brett then dated her. So Brett dated this like YouTube celebrity Tana Mongeau.
Yeah.
So just wanted to put that out there, just doing the research on Brett. When I saw that he was dating her, I was like, Brett's dating her? But don't worry, he's single now, just like us. What's up, single bro? Hot boy? Hot boy winter.
He better be single.
Well, otherwise he's scum of the earth.
Otherwise, this show is a fraud. It's fraud.
Yeah, I can't deal with a fraud show.
And I'd like my Netflix money back,
Yes.
please.
But Chaz says he trusts them a lot more for their answers. Because
Okay.
yeah, Raven and
Because they're honest.
yeah.
Yeah. They were
Hmm.
honest about being dishonest with their partner. And so
Yes.
that it cancels each other out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I get it. I get the line
Mhm.
of thinking. Yeah. Well,
Uh,
honesty is very important to Chaz. That's why he's not catfishing in any way or changing his profession. or
Yes.
anything like that.
Marvin bros down with Brett and he is like, dude, you're so ripped. I'm so ripped. We should like pour chemicals on each other and like strip sometime.
Yeah.
And then Brett thinks he's
America's
making
Got Talent loves acting.
Yes, we
with
could do
two,
maybe we
duo.
could get past the deliberation round if there's two of us.
Yeah, we could go on. Maybe we could go on Dancing with the Stars, and right when we're about to dance, we rip off our shirts and just show the camera our abs.
Is it weird that no one has recognized Brett yet?
Yeah, it is. Okay, so I wanted to bring this up too. I think the reason that so it's been advertised Shuby is going to come in this season. I think the reason Shuby hasn't come in yet is specifically because he would recognize Brett. Shuby loves Survivor and Big Brother. He watches all these competition shows. He would have recognized Brett right away, I think. But everybody else, they don't have a clue who Brett is, which should tell you about their experience with competition shows.
Yeah, I mean, we've looked at their Instagram profiles and we see how many followers they have. They're picked usually for how many followers they have, although some of them have fewer. But like, we've a lot of people who we've like interviewed a lot of people who come on the circle are big fans of Big Brother. Like James really liked Big Brother. Daniel did.
Cusmano, yeah.
I think Nick liked Big Brother. Like a lot of people like Big Brother. So
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that no one's like, oh, that's Brett, you know?
Yeah. I mean, he was memorable. I remembered him, you know?
Yeah. It's just kind of weird.
It is. Yeah.
Is that Chloe from Too Hot to Handle?
Why aren't we getting one of those moments?
Is that Brett from Big Brother?
Is that Brett from Big Brother? Yeah. Bruno DMs Xanthi and is, tries to flirt and is very forward. And Xanthi, she is just screaming it up, baby. She is living it.
Yeah. And I was screaming too.
I was screaming too.
I was screaming from my couch. Yeah.
Yes.
Got the cops called on me. It was bad.
Chaz has a group chat with Brittany and Sam, and Brian is immediately cautious about this group and kind of like, why is Chaz starting this group? Like, I'm kind of on my toes. Like, what is Chaz about? They're very suspicious of each other.
He's overthinking it. He really is. In this specific instance, it's like anytime anyone wants you to be in a group, take it.
I know.
Say yes.
It's like you're in a group chat. You're there to get information, and he's kind of like, Chaz wants to get information out of me, and that's not gonna happen. But I'm like, well, if you share information, maybe he'll share information, and like you guys can form an alliance. Like, I don't know what the problem is here.
Yeah, he's being a little reserved.
Yes.
Here. I think Chaz really wants, everybody to put out a little bit of information, a little bit of what they're thinking, so that they can solidify a bond.
Don't share too much. It's like just share a bit,
But you have to share something. You got to build trust somehow.
Just share, but don't share. Share like 80%, or 60.
Yeah. 65 even.
Yeah, Sam says she's worried that she's oversharing because women can be really judgmental about things like fidelity. How dare these people judge people for cheating on their significant others? Come on.
That's messed up, man.
Everybody does it.
That's messed up.
Everybody cheats on their husbands and their long-term boyfriends. We all do it. We're all a bunch of heartbreakers.
Yeah.
Infidelity is in. We all watched Mad Men. We're all a bunch of Don Drapers.
I'm just excited for season 6 of The Circle Cheaters. I think it's going to be really fun.
Circle Cheaters. Everybody comes in. Everybody's a serial cheater. and their significant others at home don't know it until they're on the show and they're just
everybody comes in with their significant others, right?
And then they cheat.
And then they cheat.
Nice. That's good. You ever watched that show Cheaters back in the day? Or is this you not having cable?
Is this is this the one where they'd shine the big light on them in like the car and they'd run up on them
yes.
with the camera? Yes.
And then one time some guy got like stabbed when they were filming it because it was on like a boat or something. Yeah, that show was crazy.
I don't know if have you seen that Coen Brothers movie with George Clooney and Catherine Zeta-Jones, the rom-com that they did. They have this character, Cedric the Entertainer, that's essentially like doing all the stuff that like the Cheaters camera crew did in that show.
Was that like the lawyer movie?
Yes.
I have seen that movie. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was a weird movie.
It's a good movie.
It was good, but it was weird.
It's good.
I liked it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's fun.
So that was a good chat. So the rating results are in, and we get a Circle Classic. Ben, are you ready?
Because my heart is in my asshole right now.
Oh, the producers are up to their old tricks. What does that remind us of?
My heart is beating in my vagina. I can feel my heart beating out of my chest right now.
My heart just dropped out of my ass.
Those producers always putting hearts in butts and vaginas and penises dropping out of things.
We got the receipts, folks. We
Writing the
always have
show,
the
these
receipts.
British people, oh, put your heart in your fanny, in your butthole. Say that your heart's falling out of your bum.
My heart
It's in
is in my taint.
Let's see what you should say,
love.
honey. I just think the scene would work a lot better if you said that your heart was out of your pee-pee hole. If you
You know
said
what-
that, let's try that.
You know what you should say, love? You know what you should say? You should
What?
say, "Oh, I need some deodorant." Why? Because my heart is in my armpit and it's starting to create a stench. Oh, I think I need a tissue because my heart is deep in the cavities of my nostril and I need to blow it out of my nose. Love.
Do they just write the whole show? Is this even reality TV anymore?
Yeah. Reality
God.
alert, folks.
God,
It's not
I'm
real.
suing.
I wish, Fuego. I wish.
So top 2 players will be influenced to decide who goes. Top 2 players block from the circle. Blah blah blah. Okay, so Xanthi would block Marvin, even though he rated her number 1.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
kind of weird.
Well, his justification for rating her number 1 didn't make any sense. He was
Yeah.
just like, she's hot, so like she would want to flirt with me. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bruno would block Brett, and Brett's like, "What? I thought we were boys because like muscles."
Yeah.
Come
Muscles,
on.
man. Muscles stick
Um,
together.
Sam would block Brett, which makes sense because they don't seem to like each other.
Yeah.
Brett would block Sam, same thing. Raven would block Brett. And Raven's
He
an
was
influence-
very shocked by this.
yeah, because he thinks he's the shit and he has a big ego.
But did you hear what she said? She said the circle made her do it.
What?
Yeah. She said the circle made me do it.
That is-
Now, this is unprecedented, Max, because we
wow, your dog is freaking out about the circle.
You are a dirty girl, Circle.
It is unprecedented. I mean, we've never really heard about anything like this before. First, the producers are writing lines for people, and now they're openly talking about how the producers are making her do things.
we've only heard of things like this off air from circle contestants, but now we're hearing it on air. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
wow.
Should I not have said that?
It's fine. That is crazy. So do you think that they made her do it so that they could get Brett and Xanthi together in there?
Absolutely.
Oh shit, I spoiled things from the next episode.
Oh
again.
man,
Oh shit.
we're bad at our jobs. We're bad at it.
Like, I hope you guys watched episode 2 by this point.
We stopped caring, folks, much like the circle producers. Oh,
Oh, got him.
Well, I'll be a monkey's ass, honey.
Yes. Yeah. Brittany would block Bruno, not an influencer, and it comes down to Marvin and Chaz. Brittany says, or Brian says, he hopes it's Chaz because Chaz is in his alliance. Now, this surprised me
yeah,
because-
based on the last interaction we
because
had. with them.
Brian is like, oh, Chaz is trying to do this thing, but apparently Brian is like, okay, but we are in an alliance. So he's like, I don't like him, but like we are working together.
Apparently so. I don't know.
Apparently, I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. I get even more confused in episode 2. So.
Yes. Ben, spoilers. Okay. And Marvin would block Sam, and Chaz would block Xanthi, which, remember, Xanthi put Chaz second.
Yeah.
And everybody is shocked that Marvin would block Sam, which is weird that everybody seems so shocked about it since Sam was rated last.
Yeah.
Like, why did everybody seem shocked by that? It's like
Great
you all
question.
rated her last.
Well, to be fair, Max, they are shocked by everything.
What?
Even when an alert pops up, they go, "Ah!" It's like, have you guys seen the show? Those pop up often. They pop up.
No, they haven't seen the show, Ben. They got recruited on Instagram.
You're right. They haven't.
They're here for more followers, Ben.
That's what makes it genuine when they scream.
Yes.
When the alert pops up or when someone knocks on their door, it's genuine because they've never seen the show.
Yes. Yeah, and then we get a little cliffhanger. I don't know who's going to get blocked. We definitely haven't spoiled it.
We definitely
already.
haven't spoiled it.
We
It's
have not
definitely
we've not spoiled it.
It's definitely not Xanthi and Brett.
No,
It's definitely not them.
we're not spoiling it. Well, it has been
A pleasure.
a pleasure.
An
everyone.
honor. An honor. That's what you're going to say, right?
Yes. Yes.
It has been a royal pleasure.
It has
And,
been. This was fun. I really like talking about Degrassi with everyone.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was nice.
I've never even seen it, but it was nice.
Yes.
But we're going to be right back, folks.
Yes. To recap, episode 2.
We're double dipping today. into the
Yes.
circle.
And if I could talk about something serious real quick, actually,
Please.
that I would like to talk about. This is actually serious. My mother's kidneys are failing, and we are trying to find a kidney donor. I would donate myself, but unfortunately, I am medically ineligible, and we are doing a kind of very wide search for it. So we're going to be doing a post on social media about this, but we're looking for donors, and we're also trying to get the word out there. So you can go to helpsharonfindakidney.com if you're interested in donating or spreading the word. Blood type does not matter at this point, so that's not something you need to worry about, fortunately, in the ways that kind of donation matters at this point.
Yeah.
Thank you for your kind words in the chat, but you have to be creative when you're kind of dealing with non-familiar donations at this time. So so we're going to do a post on social media, and if you guys could share that, I'd really appreciate it. I know
Sharon's one
sometimes-
of the best people out
Yes.
there. She is amazing.
She's amazing, big supporter of the podcast. So once again, helpsharonfindakidney.com. And I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, rascals.
And please watch Degrassi.
I'll watch it, okay?
Oh,
I'll
not
watch
just you, but everyone. It's on HBO Max. It's really well. They could take it off at any time.
It's true. They could. HBO does not like paying royalties.
Yeah.
They don't. So they could take it down tomorrow. All right. We'll see you in 20 minutes or so. Folks.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's reality alert.